Well, I thought about it bad, and it sounded bad.
Well, that's your fault, not mine.
Valid point.
It's science, baby.
It's a valid point. I don't know if it's science, but,
Hashtag science.
Hashtag science. Speaking of hashtag science, comes naturally, we are
Joe.
Mike.
I am Cody, and today we are joined by
Taj.
Hey, what up, fellas? What's happening?
What's up? Nothing.
All right. Got some news to talk about today, everybody.
Oh, yeah?
Do we?
Yeah, we got some news to talk about.
There's a few things that looks like that popped up, yeah.
Yeah, cool things like, James Wan is doing a Knight Rider movie.
Yeah.
I'm okay with
That
that.
was one of them.
Yep. But the big news, well, at least some of the big news. So it was announced today by Lionsgate because they had their call, financial call for the year, which obviously we all know is struggling for everybody. They announced that they have greenlit John Wick 5.
I did hear that one.
And it's going to be a back-to-back production with John Wick 4 because John Wick 4 got delayed because of Matrix 4 being delayed because of COVID. So there's a new release date for John Wick 4. It's no longer coming out on the same day as Matrix 4 unless Warner Brothers moves that back, but I doubt that highly.
Just have one big Keanu weekend.
Well, that's what it was originally planned because it was originally supposed to be John Wick 4 and Matrix 4 all on the same weekend. Yeah. Which was originally supposed to be...
push back Bill and Ted so we can just do a John Wick week or a Keanu weekend.
I mean, it doesn't stop you from doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so originally it was supposed to be May 21st, 2021, but now John Wick 4 has been pushed back to May 27th, 2022.
Yep.
Because of the fact that he wasn't done filming. He was only done 4 weeks of shooting in Matrix 4 when they had to stop production. So, I mean, hopefully with the delay of their production also, they may need to move their date back, but, I don't know if they want to push it back to the same day. But, it'd be cool if they did.
I didn't realize they had started already on that.
Yeah, you have actual footage in, of both Keanu and, what's-her-face, what's her name? Moss.
Carrie-Anne Moss.
Carrie-Anne Moss, yeah, doing stunts on a bike. On a motorcycle. Pretty cool looking. But they're in this article that I was reading earlier. Well, this is the one from comingsoon.net. They were talking about how Lionsgate, John Wick is Lionsgate's number one
profitable
franchise now, and soon to be
$600 million.
Yeah, for the first 3 movies. Yeah,
that's pretty done well.
Yeah, for R-rated action flicks. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
and they keep getting better and better. So I mean, that's even more of a miracle. Because we all know the curse of 3 movies: 1 is good, 2 is not, 3 is good. Hopefully, but they have. So not only do they have those, but so they greenlit 5, right? We already kind of knew that already, but they already set production for it now. But they're also doing a spin-off movie called The Ballerina, which is a spin-off from Parabellum. It's actually being written by the co-writer of 3, and then
it's about his Russian family.
Yeah. Yep. And then they have the a Star series that's coming out called The Continental, which is focusing on the hotel and the underworld that is the hotel. Hotels, as we know
that
now.
was already in the works, though, correct?
Yeah. Yep. But that's part of the whole, because there was rumors that it wasn't going to be tied directly to any of them, other than being part of the John Wick universe.
Right.
But now I guess they're going to be having characters that go back and forth. So you'll see some characters that have shown up in the movies also in the show, and then the show will have people that probably show up in the movies as well. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Right on.
Might as well, make it. And with every movie, we keep getting more and more backstory and lore in this world.
There's a lot of additional stuff that keeps getting added for sure.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Kind of keep opening it up.
Like Harry Potter for Hitman.
Yeah,
I guess that's one way of looking at it.
But I'll say
awesome.
this though: there's more magic in these 3 movies than all 7 of the or 8 of the Harry Potter movies, right, Mike?
Yes. Fuck you, Harry Potter franchise.
Wow.
Sick burn.
He's a happy guy.
I don't want to bring up Harry Potter again, but I'm gonna because I'm reading Deathly Hallows right now.
Oh,
Hey,
how much death?
bro, first off, fuck
A
that
hollow
book.
fool.
Fuck that book, all right? Because holy shit, like Jesus Christ. But there's like,
Holy shit, and Jesus Christ?
yeah, like I am audiobook wise. Let's see where I'm at percentage wise or time. I have listened to 4.5 hours.
All right.
No, I'm sorry. I have listened to 6.5 hours of this book, right?
Okay.
I have 16 hours left. This motherfucker hasn't even
lot of
left
work.
London.
He hasn't even. He didn't. Jeez.
They're at Grimmauld Place right now. So if Grimmauld Place, if you don't remember what Grimmauld Place is, that's Sirius Black's family's house.
Yep.
That I don't remember this being part of the movies, but Harry actually inherits after Sirius
It
dies.
wasn't a part of the
Place
movie.
that
It never
is
came up in the
between
movies, but
places.
I know it from the story.
Yeah. But my whole thing is, man, those movies leave out a lot of background story on some of those characters that are pretty interesting.
You don't have a choice though. That's
Well, I realize that. I
that's the
mean,
part that's
obviously, you know, you're making movies 2 hour, 2.5 hour, 3 hour movies out of books that are, you know,
light
obviously
years long.
fucking forever long. But it's interesting because there's like, just in the beginning of this, there's an obituary written about for people who don't know, spoiler alert, the end of the last of book 6. You know, Dumbledore dies. So there's a lot of fallout happening in the beginning of Deathly Hallows. It takes up a month after the funeral services have happened. Which, by the way, is it convenient that Dumbledore died at the end of the school semester?
Little convenient, I suppose.
Like they're all done with finals, and like he takes Harry on this last adventure, and he ends up dying that same time. Like, wow. Good on them keeping the school schedule
You're just talking
going.
about them just finishing Owls and all that.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
well, I mean,
It's like, wow, like that's perfect timing, guys. Like, good job keeping your educational system going. We can't even do that during COVID, and these guys are doing
I mean,
a
in
magic
all
fight.
fairness, they were. It's not like they had graduated or anything. They still had. I mean, Owls are for every year after third year, right?
Yeah, well,
So-
they're in their they're sort of in their last year. But
they never really started their last year. Though.
yeah,
That's
well,
the thing.
because they plan the 3 of them, Harry, Hermione, and Ron, don't plan on going back. So that's
But
the
that's
biggest
all
thing.
because of all this stuff. Otherwise, they would have. And so technically, you know,
Well, yeah.
while yes, good at the end of the year, bad that they're not fully educated.
That's very true. That's the worst part. And they show it too. God damn it, Harry is so useless sometimes in
Really?
this. Like he's
Yeah,
I know
he's
he-
kind of useless in the movie, if I recall right, too.
he's always getting help from other people, but like he hardly ever thinks of anything for his own right. Like everyone else kind of grabs a hold of it like ahead of him. Then this one, like there's this part when they're looking for who RAB is, because that's who has the very first, or the locket, which is the Horcrux that him and Dumbledore go after, that ends up not being the real one, right? So they're going after this RAB, and they're trying to figure it out. And he like is walking by Sirius Black's, or he's leaving Sirius Black's room from in Grimmauld Place, and he walks by his older brother or his younger brother's room, and his name is Regulus Arturus Black, I think, or something like that, which is RAB. And he's like, RAB, I figured it out. I'm like, you got one thing. You got fucking one thing. Then it was Hermione that remembered that Creature's the one that took the locket, and they actually had the locket with them. But anyways, what I was going to bring up about it is the whole magic thing. Is magic is thrown around at the beginning of this book, much like it did the last 3 books, willy-nilly, left and right. People are disapparating everywhere. Even Harry, because he turned 17 in the beginning of this book, which is wizarding legal age, which, by the way, they just start handing out alcohol, by the way, just fire whiskey and champagne. I was like, Damn, England is a weird place.
Once you hit that age, drink it up, bitch.
Yeah, man, 17. They're like, yeah, do what you want. But like, they're like, Harry's like zooming shit around the room
with that one.
and giving out fucking like concussions to Ron when he's hitting people in the face with stuff. I was like, dang, man, this is why they stopped 16-year-olds from doing it, because you guys are dangerous. But anyhow, I digress. There's a lot of death in the beginning of the book, by the way. And a lot of weird things that you don't... Again, I don't remember them specifically from the movies, but things like Ollivander, his shop closed mysteriously, and then you find out what happens to him as Voldemort kidnaps him and like tortures him to get the secrets of the wand and how he can defeat Harry, because he realized that his wand is useless against Harry. And I was like, well, that's good. Interesting. All right. Anyhow. But yeah, like, just the amount of like violence in the first part of that book is unbelievable.
Fantastic.
Yeah, like ridiculous. A lot of violence towards pretty much anybody in front of a Death Eater. Like anyone in front of a Death Eater, they're like, "Nah, we don't like you." Bam, we don't like you. Boom, we don't like that booth in this restaurant. Boom, blow that shit up. I was like, "Damn." Oh, and the kids not wanting to murder people is starting to piss me off, by the way. Anybody never around them is like trying to kill these motherfuckers. They're like, oh, stun. Nah, bitch, murder. Like, what's wrong with you?
That was the last year. They haven't gotten there yet. They were supposed to learn that.
Well, they should have fucking said, hey, pause this real quick.
I think it's one of those, kind of one of those Gryffindor versus Slytherin type things where, Gryffindor stuns.
These are the good guys. They don't kill people.
Yeah, why is Slytherin even a thing? Like they're always fucking. They're the ones producing.
Why have the evil thing?
Yeah, like they're always the worst people. Like just like if that hat is like Slytherin, and you just fucking shoot them. You just shoot that kid. And then
they just automatically go to jail. You're like,
way out the evil.
Their dorm room is the fucking Azkaban.
You don't shoot them, but like, don't let them come to school. Don't let them learn more magic. You send them to like a boys and girls club for magic, where it's like real dumbed down and like
they're in the 4-H of the magic world.
Yeah, like they're the ones who learn how to fucking raise magical creatures and care for them. Like
the Sorting Hat, I think, kind of explained it at the beginning, that some really great wizards do come out of Slytherin. But some super duper dark wizards come out of Slytherin too, and that's kind of the thing. So you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot twice if you just kill them all.
Yeah,
because you lose some of the greatness, but
I mean, look at the percentages from every other house. Has to be in the high 80s of like decent people, right? And then like that one fucking place, got to be, I'm guessing 30s at best. Like,
oh, that might be a stretch too.
Fuck that 30, like.
They just gotta go.
They gotta go, man. Don't let them into school.
Slytherin,
or they gotta complete like a sensitivity training course for like 2 semesters before they're like a year behind everyone, so they can't get too mouthy or else they'll get bullied by everyone else in their class. You know what I mean? Like, there's ways around this. Like, we could definitely reform the wizard education system and make it much more efficient and less evil.
So it's funny bringing that up, Mike. So James
is that
Potter.
What the next movie's about?
Well, no. I mean, the next movie is Beetle the Bard. Well, the next movie is the third Fantastic Beast movie. Yeah.
Which
but
is still gonna be awesome.
James Potter, Sirius Black, Lupin.
They're assholes.
Yeah, they were bullies. They were mean. Mm-hmm. They were using spells against people. Now, I will say this though: the Half-Blood Prince tells you a little something about Slytherins too, because Snape was a Slytherin and he came up with one of the most violent, non-killing spells possible.
No, I'm certain it is the most violent non-killing spell. Yeah. But then again, I'm not sure that you can consider it a non-killing spell, because had Snape not saved Draco, that motherfucker was dead.
Oh yeah, what I'm saying is like, it's not going to kill you instantly. It's not going to, avocadabra, boom, dead.
Just
you know what I mean?
Out.
Yeah, like that's the thing is like when Harry uses in the movie, he hits Draco with it, and like it's a pretty gnarly like cut. But in the book, it goes from like his navel to his forehead.
Like, and it's a scar.
Yeah, and like they can't even
scar.
heal it properly because it's they scar it. It scars up. Unlike anything else, they're like, oh, we can heal this because it's a curse, and you can't really repair curses because that's why George's ear is gone forever. But like, and that's what Snape does that to him too, which is unfortunate because obviously like he pulled that spell, that curse, but
yeah.
But anyways, it's just like, good God, Jesus, it is so violent in the beginning of that book.
It's awesome.
They talk about how Mad-Eye took a fucking curse right to the face and falls off the
motorcycle thingy?
The broom. No, he's on the broom.
That's right.
Yeah, and he falls from like hundreds of feet in the air. And they're like, well, we got to find his body, even no matter how badly broken it is. I was like, these are still kids, guys. What is wrong with you people?
We'll do a closed casket.
Yeah, of caskets for all the pieces they're gonna have to find. Anyhow, so that's John Wick news. Brought it back to where we were before. Was the news about John Wick. And then so also Lionsgate announced today that one of their new movies, Antebellum, which is an interesting thing because we just talked about Parabellum. Antebellum is a movie that was scheduled
the evil version of Parabellum.
Yeah. Well, isn't Parabellum the evil version of Parabellum?
Antebellum? No,
Antebellum.
Antebellum.
Yeah. But basically, it's I mean, I don't know too much about this movie because like, they had one teaser trailer that came out in theaters when we were actually still able to go to see theaters. But it was basically this like writer chick gets like sent back in time to relive like racism or something. I don't know. But anyhow, they're releasing it on, interestingly enough, on VOD the same day it's hitting some theaters internationally. Which is interesting because like this was going to be one of like their big movies for the year, and they're like, well, fuck it, because it's about social injustice and stuff. We're going to put it out, and you can watch it whenever you want. So I think that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if it depends on the price. I might pick it up. In this article, it doesn't say what the price is, but I was like,
what's it called again?
Antebellum. Antebellum. Scheduled to be released VOD on September something 14th or something like that. I clicked on a different tab.
Actually, it says if I'm
18th.
reading this right, due to the pandemic, delayed till August 21st.
Yeah, that was going to be the original one, and then they just announced today that it'll be on, so you can watch it on demand at home starting September 18th, 2020.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep. Yeah, originally it was pushed.
Not much of a description of what it actually is, what the movie is.
No, not at all. This is what it says here. In Antebellum, successful author Veronica Henley finds herself trapped in a horrifying reality that forces her to confront the past, present, and future before it's too late. That is literally the description of the movie.
And at least
very
Wikipedia lists it as a horror movie.
Yeah. It's brought to you by the producers of Get Out and the Black's Klansman. And I guess the two guys who wrote and directed it are like, this is their first time doing a motion like a full length motion picture or something. I don't know. I thought it was interesting because like they were really hyping this up because like they were showing like, we're not going to tell you what it's about, but here's like a teaser, and it's like this super like moody like scene of like a forest or something, and it says Antebellum, and it's like, okay. And then like the one teaser came out where like she's in modern day, and then all of a sudden she's back in like slave days. I was like, I don't know what this is about. I don't know what any of this is about.
Perfect.
Yep. But I will check it out. I just don't know what it is. So that's pretty interesting. But next up about video on demand stuff, did you guys see about Mulan?
Yeah, I'm not blown away by that.
It's interesting.
It's kind of shitty. $30.
Yes, but it's not a rental. Well, I mean, it is in a way.
It is in a way a rental because as soon as if you cancel your subscription, you lose that as well. So it is. I mean, and it's on top of.
Yeah. What I was going to say though, it doesn't have like a. It's not like you only get it for 2 days or whatever, like those other ones that came out earlier in the year did.
Right.
But you can watch as many times as you want. But I was like, well, that seems.
I mean, they could easily just make it an on-demand thing in the middle of it, clearly, because they're doing that in a sense.
Yeah, that was supposed to be one of their big money movies, though. You know what I mean? Like, I anything under $50 for like what was supposed to be a big blockbuster hit, I'm okay with, honestly, because they not like caring so much about big corporations making money, but it's just unrealistic to think that they're gonna do something that they would have had millions of dollars of box office income and then let 40 people pile in a house and watch it for $19.
Yeah,
like that's not gonna happen. So it's interesting because it's brand new territory, so you can be like critical of how people are doing it, but I think the way it's been done so far has been handled pretty well.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure.
And the most of us, like the most of America, I would guess, doesn't go to a movie by themselves. Gosh, so they have to like
got him fucking sick.
That $30 is, you know what I mean? That's very comparable to me and Jan going to the movie and getting a couple drinks and some popcorn. You know what I mean? Like that's not that far off. I think what Cine1 is like $15 tickets for non-matinees now, something like that, 15, 16.
Somewhere
so
there,
yeah, I mean I'm perfectly fine with those numbers because there's a couple of those big. Like Mulan, I don't know if I'd do it because I wasn't like super excited, but I definitely would have done it for like Jungle Cruise had they gone that route with it instead of delaying it for a year.
Yeah,
I would have done it for stuff like that. Like happily would have done it for stuff like that. So,
it's just interesting though I'll probably end up checking it out that way, but I was kind of hoping it would be like $30 through like iTunes or something, but I realized that would be a rental, so it's not the best idea. But I'm not getting rid of Disney Plus anytime soon since I have a 3-year contract with it. So, but it's interesting because like you can still wait because it's going to end up on the streaming service anyways once it comes out on digital. But I do really want to see it, so I'm probably gonna check it out, which means those of you who share my Disney Plus will be able to watch it as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn me for getting my own.
Fuck you, Mike. I gave you a chance.
I had already ordered mine by the time you had even said something.
Well, unless you wanted to also give it out to a couple family members of mine too, I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't.
Wasn't gonna be a good.
No, I wasn't gonna do that. I don't even like your other family members.
Cody logs in. He's got 15 profiles.
Fuck, there's 5 on there now, I think.
Running out of character avatars.
All of them are used up. There's 4 baby Yodas.
Yeah.
There's Phineas and Ferb in the far corner. But yeah, so I mean that was interesting, and I think we're gonna see quite a bit more of this happening with the not so much Disney stuff, but just video on demand stuff coming out.
Who's your Disney Plus avatar?
Mine's the child.
Joe?
I believe it's still Chewbacca.
Dash?
I don't even remember. It's been like I don't know.
You bitch.
You see it when you log in?
I know, but I haven't logged in like 3 weeks.
Jeez.
3 weeks? I was on there literally 10 minutes ago.
I was on there today.
I'd be watching Simpsons, dog.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
You're always watching The Simpsons.
Safe bet.
Yeah, but you know.
What's your favorite episode of The Simpsons?
That's way too difficult to say right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure I can answer that.
I got one. I spaced on the name, but it's the my favorite one so far in the rewatch, and I think I'm in season 6 now. Oh my god, it's the one with the snakes where they beat the snakes.
Oh, Whacking Day.
Whacking Day, yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's so fucking good, dude. Like, there's just joke, and I was super baked the first time I watched it, and I laughed so hard that I waited till the next day, and I went back and watched it again to see if it was really that funny, and it's so fucking good, dude. It is easily my favorite one so far of the first 6 seasons or so.
Yeah, it definitely is a memorable one. I remember watching it.
Marge vs. the Monorail was pretty great too. That one holds up really, really well.
Yep. I don't know.
Cody's got one.
Mine's the one where they go to Itchy and
His
Scratchy
glasses
Land.
are fogging up.
No, that's just the normal.
The theme park?
Yeah, the theme park one is
The Itchy and Scratchy theme park.
yeah, which is what they use for the
Yeah,
ride, at Universal. But I still like that one a lot because it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, that one is a really good one.
That and also, what's the one where Sideshow Bob's brother comes and it's like there's the waterfall scene? It's supposed to be like supposed to,
brother comes.
like he comes, he shows up. It's like I think it's supposed to be a I want to say it's a parody of like is it Cape Fear? I think.
Oh yeah. Where they take him to the. He's trying to kill Bart on the boat.
Yeah.
At the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that's the one where Homer keeps scaring him by barging into the room and
yeah,
like
he's about to kill him.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, would you like a slice of this cake? And he's got like a knife.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
I don't know. I would have to say probably one of the Treehouse of Horror.
Yeah, dude.
The fog that turns people inside out. I always love that one.
I always love the one where the donut guy comes to life. That shit makes me laugh every time.
Lard Lad comes to life.
Yeah. He's the best.
Mike's like, that's me.
It's me.
But with hair.
You one up me.
And international fame.
Damn you, Lard Lad.
And international fame. I don't know. Mike's kind of internationally famous.
No, Mike's internationally infamous. There's a big difference.
Yeah.
One signs autographs, the other one has to run from the police.
Splitting hairs.
Sorry, what were you going to say, Cody?
Oh, that's not nice. Taj, he has none.
Oh, that's twice now.
It is what it is, dog. I got used to it like 8 years ago.
Good times. Do you guys? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Joe.
No, I just said right.
Oh, did you guys hear about Walmart Drive-In?
No.
Walmart Drive-In. Let me read this little story to you.
I'm done.
So, this is a real thing.
This could go one of two ways. This is like Walmart Drive-In, like you drive right in and get your groceries, or you get movies.
So,
can we guess what it is first?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's my guess.
Yours is you drive in.
It's a movie theater. It's a drive-in movie theater.
Okay.
My idea is it's very similar to a drive-in movie theater, but instead of a big giant screen, you tune in your radio for the soundtrack. You drive up to the store and somebody holds a 7-inch portable DVD player, and you watch a fucking 4-in-1 full screen DVD of 90s action movies.
Mike,
for $5.
Mike, this is not what you want it to be. It's what it is.
You told me to guess.
Okay, I mean, yeah.
Said Walmart Drive-In. That's the first thing I thought of.
I like how you picked 7-inch DVD player, like portable DVD player. Like they don't have 12-inch ones now.
I'm going to play off of Mike's a little bit there. It's not a 7-inch, but they have just a wall of TVs, and they're just playing different clips from different movies. It's basically like what they would do right now. Yeah.
Except they just renamed it.
You don't have to leave your car.
Yeah, contactless.
Yeah, contactless electronics shopping.
Okay, Taj, what is your guess?
Oh fuck! I can't up those. I have.
Todd's like, it's a Walmart they gutted, and you drive in and you shop in giant aisles from your car.
To be the DVD player holder. Because they pay slightly above minimum wage, like 10 cents above minimum wage. And I was like, I could do that job, guys. I can hold a fucking DVD player.
Where do I sign up?
Then they're like, we don't actually have someone holding it.
Yeah.
Mike's like, well...
I mean, there's miscommunications all over the board at Walmart, so...
Yeah.
All right. So the actual thing that Walmart Drive-In is an actual drive-in movie theater set up in 160 Walmart parking lots. It is
the parking lots are always full.
Yeah, it's a collection of... Well, no, the back half's never that full.
They play it above the store.
So,
giant cranes holding a screen.
Sorta, yeah. I mean, in a way. So basically, they've chosen 160 different Walmarts from all over the country. None in Arizona, none in California.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, can I watch the movie from my house?
I mean, technically you could, but you have to be in range of the FM transmitter to get the audio. So, like,
shitty audio anyway with an FM transmitter. I don't need that.
So basically, they're going to play a curated list of movies created by the Tribeca Film Festival of classic movies, including E.T., Iron Giant, Ghostbusters, and other family-friendly films. So this is a list of some of them. So, inspiring sports stories like Friday Night Lights, The Karate Kid, and Space Jam. Blockbuster franchises including Black Panther, Pokemon Detective Pikachu, the Lego Batman movie, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Spy Kids, Teen Titans Go to the Movies, and Wonder Woman. They also have...
You had Mike at Space Jam.
For sure. They also have out-of-this-world stories like E.T. the Extraterrestrial, Ghostbusters, and Men in Black International.
And then Space Jam.
And they have nostalgic favorites including Back to the Future, Beetlejuice,
Space Jam,
The Goonies, and Wizard of Oz.
Nah, nobody likes Wizard of Oz. Replace it with Space Jam.
Then you also have inspiring true stories like Dolphin's Tale and Selena.
Oh,
geez. What about Space Jam? It's how Jordan came back from retirement.
They categorize as one thing, but you can put it in any of these really, because guess what? Animated features every member of the family can enjoy, like Cars, Iron Giant, the Lego Movie, and Madagascar, and Space Jam.
Yeah.
How
Space
much
Jam's
money
every night.
are they going to have to fucking dish out for the rights to these movies to play them?
Not much.
You don't think so?
Aren't they like part owner in like a streaming service or something?
They used to be.
Yeah, they used to be.
Yeah, so I'm sure the rights are pretty easy to snatch up on a lot of these old ones.
But they have celebrity people who are coming out to help this. The biggest one is Drew Barrymore.
Bugs Bunny. Oh.
Who?
Drew Barrymore will serve as a virtual host for all events, welcoming guests to the fun family night experience. She'll also make one surprise in-person appearance at one location.
Someone Google fanciest Walmart in America. We're going to figure out which one that bitch is going to.
Somewhere in Hollywood. That's all I got.
Yeah, Hollywood. You ever been to Hollywood?
Wherever she lives.
Fancy.
I said somewhere in Hollywood, or let's say around Hollywood.
So tickets will be free. It's a pop-up event touring the country in over 160 Walmarts. It has to be a Walmart Super Center, by the way.
Oh, jeez.
The event will begin at 6 p.m., and the films will begin at 7:30. No late entry allowed, like a good drive-in would do. So it's very interesting because...
Wait, how do you prevent late entry?
Well, they're going to block off part of the parking lot.
No, I get that, but it's like the store has to be open. There has to be places for people to park.
Well, yeah, that's why you do it at the Supercenter, because all their parking lots are massive and the back half aren't used. When you go to at least the one over here by my house, over in Surprise, the bigger one off of Bell and Grand, you go over that one, the back half of that parking lot's not full, other than like people eating fucking Chili's in their car and stuff, or Applebee's or whatever that is right there.
Applebee's, yeah.
Yeah, Applebee's. Getting their riblets on in the parking lot. Wink, wink.
When's the last time you ate at Applebee's?
Easily 10 years ago, if not more.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been
And
like
if I remember correctly, it was terrible.
6 or 7 years for me. I remember I used to go there like late at night because it's one of the few restaurants that would be open a little bit later. So when me and Jen both worked nights, sometimes it was like the only option. You go there and you get like a shitty cheeseburger and some cheese sticks.
No, Mike, that's a cheeseburger. You're confusing that.
Nah, it was shitty.
Well, no, I'm saying is like
shitty.
when you go to Applebee's, there isn't a good one. There's just their cheeseburger.
Oh, you're saying everything is shitty. So why
Yes.
just
Okay.
leave that
Yeah.
out
You
and
don't.
just say what
I
you
like the mozzarella sticks.
Oh my!
Aren't they the mozzarella sticks? You get it like any place. Like it's the same one.
They
Alright.
come frozen. You
Yeah.
fry them. As long as they do that, it's good. I kind of want to go to Applebee's now. You guys want to go to Applebee's when the world goes back to normal, or you want to eat good food?
No.
Good food.
So, like we
places
just
that I've
recently
been
had this
craving.
conversation.
If we're gonna go to Applebee's, I'm gonna do it while I can get sick normally.
Okay.
Like I'm not gonna.
Fuck, dude. I went over to that Lou Malnati's, I don't know, Quick Stop or whatever you would call it.
That's open.
That's open. Yeah, it's busy as fuck too.
Of course it is.
But it is so fucking good.
Where's it at?
Picked it up after so it is, it's on 75th Avenue, just off of the 101.
Right, because it's like it's north of Union Hills, right?
Yeah. It's literally like 5 to 10 minutes away from Best Buy. Yeah. And that's what I did. I got off work. I ordered it on their app.
Yeah.
I just drove right over there, waited like 10 minutes because they were busy as fuck, just giving everybody their food in the parking lot. But by the time I got home, it was still pretty hot and still damn good.
Dang.
Yep.
Dang, he says.
I was going to text you guys to be jealous of me, but I was too hungry.
Too jealous of yourself.
He got done eating. He's like, shit, I should have rubbed it in their faces. Fuck, damn it.
He looked down and realized he ate the box. He's like, no proof.
It was still good.
If the box has cheese on, I'm gonna fuck that box up. That's all I'm saying.
Who could even finish the box? You finished like 2 slices of pizza and you're fucking full.
You shut your whore mouth, you skinny fuck.
Yeah. Don't be talking to us fat guys about who can eat a whole fucking pizza in a box.
I split it with
me
I
and
split a
Cody
medium.
can.
I split a medium with my brother. A medium has 6 slices. He finished a slice and a half. I finished 2 slices.
Mike and I finished the whole pizza when we watched WrestleMania that one time. We were also high, if I'm not mistaken.
At least one of you was for sure.
Yeah, Mike.
That's a good point. I want Lou Malnati's now.
Right?
Well, the good news is you can go to the one that's off of the 101, apparently.
Sunday's cheat day.
Yep. You just order it on your app. You can set what time you want to pick it up at and just be there.
Nice.
So Lou Malnati's Glendale Arrowhead now open. Carry out and delivery only. Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. And Sunday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m.
We just need to get a Lolo's to go place somewhere on the west side, and I'm gonna shoot back up to 399 pounds
in a
So
heartbeat.
I'm not going to lie. Like Lolo's, I've been craving the most. I don't know why.
Because you can't get it like anything like that anywhere else?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Can't even get good imitation stuff like that anywhere around here.
It's funny because remember we talked about this before, where Lou's was gonna have all these different locations, and obviously that never happened. But they have 2 full restaurants. One in the one we always go to, that's off of Central or whatever, in Camelback, and then they have the one in Scottsdale, and they have 2 of these Lou's That Goes or whatever they're called. Which is there's one in obviously Glendale Arrowhead area, and the other one is considered Phoenix something or other. I can't remember. It's 56 something or other. I don't know. But I was out and about yesterday, and I saw another Giordano's, and I was like, wait, there's another Giordano's not in Arrowhead? This is weird. But that was pretty interesting.
West Side's getting their shit together finally. Just in time for the world to end.
It only took, 2 decades.
No shit. It's slowly going this way. By the time I'm 50, they're gonna have like fucking all the good stuff on this side of town.
Did you guys hear that going back to the drive-in thing that Harkins is doing one at the Chandler Fashion?
The Chandler
location?
Fashion Square, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so this weekend they're doing Black Panther on Friday night, and then Saturday and Sunday Empire, right? Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back.
Nice.
So it's $35 for however many people you can cram into your car, probably legally.
They require everyone to be able to have a seatbelt, if I'm not mistaken, if I read it correctly.
Yeah, that was the rule. And then I like how I point to you, but you can't even see my finger. But I'm like,
Just on the screen.
Cody,
On the screen.
Good
Just-
job.
Just do it on the screen, like,
job.
look, I'm pointing at Joe. Look, I'm pointing at Mike. Look, I'm pointing at Taj. See?
Good
there's
job,
Cody.
Oh, wait, hold on. Damn. I was trying to get to...
Yeah, and so it's cost
Taj is my
$35
face, man. Goddamn.
for
Losing
however
eye.
many people with seatbelts you have in your car, and then you get the big bag of popcorn and 2 bottled drinks, and then you get parking. And I guess they set up the parking to stagger it and everything, and obviously the FM fucking bullshit for the volume. And then the concession, they have a special walk-up concessions available. And then like the restrooms are still available for customer use. But yeah.
That's cool.
And I was like, there's a certain one out here off of Estrella that has a whole lot of empty fucking parking lot in it that would probably do pretty good, but whatever.
Right?
I mean, it wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't want to be in the car with Mike and Jen because I wouldn't get any goddamn popcorn.
That's true. You wouldn't get any popcorn.
Yeah, that's all right.
But that's why the walk-up thing
Yeah.
is good.
Go get your own goddamn popcorn. Well, fair enough.
Cody.
Yeah.
This giant party bag meant for 30 people is going to be gone in 20 minutes.
You got to have your something sweet to go with it, you know? But it's a good idea. It's interesting because, like, what was I was watching something where, like, there's, like, this family that was doing the same thing. Like, they would get all the neighbors together and they'd park in a cul-de-sac and they would project a movie on, like, a...
Yeah, I've seen a few of those pop up. That's
pop-up thing.
cool.
It was pretty cool. I was like, oh, that's kind of...
Like, I read one where, like, the whole cul-de-sac, like, everybody all chipped in money for, like, a high-end screen and a high-end projector.
Yep.
And, like, somebody was, like, a fucking, like, a sound engineer or something like that and had, like, a really nice setup for everything.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
That's why you should be nice to your neighbors, so when the world goes to shit, you could watch movies.
I'd rather not.
I'm
Yeah,
fine.
me
I'd
either,
rather
but-
just stick to myself.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I missed the movie theater.
I do too. I just miss
Yeah.
movies in the theater. I don't miss the people though. That's for sure. Other than my
Right.
friends, you know. Speaking of friends, just kidding. It has nothing to do with friends. I sent you that trailer for Ridley Scott's Raised by Wolves. Did you guys watch it? I know
Yeah.
Mike did.
That was the one
I did
forgot
not.
to watch.
Jesus Christ! What a fucking terrifying
I
nightmare
watched-
this thing
I
looks.
watched Hoops, the Hoops
Oh,
one,
God,
and
I laughed
watched
so hard.
what was the other one? The Boys season 2.
Yeah. Oh, the boys. The boys. There's a clip they released today too, but I'm not gonna watch it because I don't care.
Well, you're gonna watch it
Alright.
anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it. So I mean, I don't need to see a clip that's out of context. You know what I mean? I'll wait till I watch the show and it's out of context. But yeah, no. So this isn't directed. So Raised by Wolves isn't directed by Ridley Scott. It was produced and co-written by him, I believe, or like story wise was thought of him or something. But it just looks like a batshit crazy sci-fi thing that to me looked amazing, but it felt like one of those things like you would only see like it kind of felt like it was going to be a like a sci-fi channel original. And I was like, oh no. And then I watched it and I was like, oh, never mind. This is violent as shit. And actually
It's
had
got
pretty
some
good
money in it too.
Yeah, it had some money. There's some money thrown in it. I was like, oh shit, okay, this is not. And the thing is, I looked it up.
Sci-fi ain't got that kind of cheddar.
No, well, they do. They're just not going to spend it on that. They're going to spend it on fucking Battlestar Galactica and then just nothing else. They're not going to spend it on The Expanse, right, Joe?
Yeah, am I right?
Am I right?
It's in much better hands right now.
Much better hands. So I had to look this up. I was like, is this based on something that I should know? It's not. It's
Like
something
book,
wholly
yeah.
original. Are you watching it right now, Joe?
Yeah, I'm watching it right now, wondering what David Bowie's son here is doing.
You mean his daughter?
Daughter? Is that a daughter?
Well, I mean, it's an androgynous robot, but yeah, might as well be.
It's called the mother, right?
Yeah, I believe they referred to her that way. So I looked it up, and I was like, what is this? Because this makes no sense to me. Like, how did this just show up? So then I saw this thing called Raised by Wolves, which is a British TV show, and I was like, okay, what is this? Not the same thing. Not the same thing at all. So I was like, okay, so what am I missing? It's not based on anything. It's just something these people thought up on their own, and it looks gorgeous.
It looks really cool, but it looks like it jumps around in weird genres, because obviously you have sci-fi, but I could have swore I saw Vikings, for a second there. You have the huts. It looks like Native American and then futuristic. The Star Trek stuff.
If you listen with audio, Joe, it's going to make a little more sense to you.
Yeah, I didn't really have too much audio there.
Yeah, we're not paying for that. But originally this was going to be on TNT.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I was like, bro, what? And then it was announced later last year that they're going to put it on HBO Max. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And I'm watching this thing, I'm like, this is fucking gnarly. Like, it is real fucking violent.
Yeah, it looked like it.
But yeah, no, I was like, okay, well, let's do this, I guess.
I mean, it's Ridley Scott. I give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, for sure.
Half of the stuff that he makes is pretty good.
Half?
That's half.
Well, I'm just trying to. I'm trying to
determine. Look, don't get me wrong. I really like Ridley Scott, but for every Alien and Blade Runner movie he's done, he's also done. What was that? The Titans movie, or
Clash? Did he do Clash?
Clash of the Titans? No. Fuck, now I don't remember.
Wikipedia to the rescue.
For every really good movie he's done, he's also done some pretty, awful ones.
And nobody in Hollywood world got a perfect batting average.
No, but I just felt like half might have been an undercut.
But and to be fair, I'm probably thinking of producing credits and stuff like that he's done.
Yeah, there's a lot of producing stuff he's done that's not the best.
Not his directly, like his either written or directed.
We'll tell him not to put his name on that bullshit. We won't criticize him for it. Ridley, if that is your real name. Who the fuck's name is Ridley? Huh?
Here's his filmography: The Duelists, Alien, Blade Runner, Legend, Someone to Watch Over Me, Black Rain, Thelma and Louise. Oh my god, I didn't know you did that.
Yeah.
1492, White Squall, G.I. Jane, Gladiator, Hannibal, Black Hawk Down, Matchstick Men, Kingdom of Heaven, A Good Year.
I like Matchstick Men. Kingdom of Heaven sucked ass, though.
You shut your fucking whore mouth.
I love that movie. I don't know why.
I'm sorry, Mike. Good.
A Good Year. And Kings. That's what I was trying to remember.
Oh yeah, no, that movie was terrible.
American Gangster, Body of Lies, Robin Hood, the Russell Crowe, Prometheus, The Counselor, Exodus, Gods and Kings. That was not good.
Is that Russell Crowe Robin Hood worth watching? I never seen that one.
I'd say it's worth watching. I'm not going to say it's great, but it's worth watching.
Yeah, I liked it for what it was, which was more of like a historical movie.
He was less splitting an arrow with an arrow than
Robin
anything
Hood.
else.
Yeah. I go with what Joe says there.
Gotcha.
It's definitely watchable though.
Because a couple years ago, I rewatched the Kevin Costner one, and I was like, "Oh, this doesn't hold up as well as I hoped it would." I was like, "This was a bummer to rewatch this one."
If you go into thinking that one's going to be like a cinematic masterpiece, you're definitely going to get disappointed.
I remember it as a kid being like this big epic movie, and when I watched it, there's like some cool performances and like cool stuff, but it's just not a good movie.
But then there's the parts like it's his brother
Christian Slater.
Christian Slater, thank you. Terrible.
The fuck
terrible
me, cleared it part.
Fuck me, cleared it.
Yeah, that is my favorite line from the movie.
That's the mid '90s way to get an F word thrown in the movie that's not rated R.
There you go.
Get that one.
Yep, we're like, we gotta get this one. Have Christian Slater say it. He says it all the time.
The Martian, Alien Covenant, all the money in the world. That's it. So I'd say more than 50%. 70.
I haven't seen some of these, but I would say some of that's probably true.
I'm gonna say the ones I haven't seen are garbage.
We'd have to separate again what he executive produced and what he directed.
Well, everything he just read off is everything he directed.
All of those were directed.
Matchstick Men was pretty good.
I agree with that.
That's that was really good.
That's
Black
good
Rain,
Nick
is
Cage.
that the one that had Michael Douglas? Is that the one Meatloaf's in?
Which one?
Black Rain.
Black Rain's Michael Douglas's action movie.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to think of which who else was in that one.
Were you thinking of?
It's the Purple Rain cover. Remember the old VHS art looked like Purple Rain?
Yeah.
What are you thinking of? I think I know. You said that what Meatloaf was in. That's Hard Rain.
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah.
I think so. Where he's like
That's
the
Christian
truck driver.
Slater and Morgan Freeman.
No, what's the name of that? I know exactly.
No, that
it's
is.
a truck driving movie though.
That's the one. Yeah.
Is
No,
Morgan Freeman in that?
Hard Rain's the one where the town floods with Morgan Freeman and Christian Slater. Black Dog is the train. Or
There we go.
The truck one with Swayze.
That's
Meatloaf.
Swayze and
Oh,
Meatloaf.
yeah. Okay, that's the one I was thinking of. Okay.
And oh fuck,
That's the one.
Not is a country singer.
Oh,
Not Dwight.
Shit.
It's not Dwight Yoakam. It's the
I
other
know
one
you're
that
talking
did
about.
acting
Shit.
for a hot minute.
God damn it. Yeah, he's in a few movies.
I mean, it should have been Dwight Yoakam. That dude's awesome.
Dwight Yoakam, low key, really good actor. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Big goofy looking bastard.
Randy Travis.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. He got shot.
He did get shot
Remember the funny
by a fucking hand cannon.
Yeah.
It's the only way to do it.
Meatloaf, not the best with the acting.
No, he's really not.
He was awesome in Fight Club.
It's just because he had big old titties. You
Huge.
fucking perv.
No, he's the one that beat Jared Leto's face in.
With
No,
the
he's
big old
not.
titties.
No, Bob did not beat Jared Leto.
Oh, no.
Jared Leto's facing.
Bob had bitch tits.
He did
Bob
it
had
well.
bitch tits. That's Meatloaf.
You know what's
Fuck
funny
him.
about that? In the book, that's a big thing. Like they talk about in the book, is they bring up the stuff like that stuff, but that's like they use that as like a mantra. It's real fucking strange.
That's strange indeed. Ed Norton
Yeah.
beat Jared Leto's
Yeah,
face.
it was. Yeah, it was Edward Norton. Yeah, that was a good movie too.
A really good movie. I remember, I knew nothing about, being a book or anything like that. And that movie, when I watched it, I was completely mind fucked.
Oh yeah, I mean, Jesus, who wouldn't be?
Completely.
Who wouldn't be?
Psychopaths.
Speaking of mind fucks, I think it's it for this week's episode. Everybody, anybody else got anything else? We're
Nah.
roughly at an hour or so.
Yeah.
Talked
That went
about
fast.
Joe's box wanting to be filled with stuff. Talked about movies.
Joe's going to go stuff his box after we...
We can talk about other
Fucking
stuff
hell.
next week.
Yeah, whatever. So that's it for this week's episode of Comes Naturally. We are
Joe.
Mike.
I am Cody, and again we were joined by,
Taj.
and as usual, you fuckers just came naturally.